So today we're going to the Akchour Waterfalls. It's about a 45-minute taxi ride from Chefchaouen, and then apparently about a 2-hour hike to get to the waterfall.
Yeah, there seems to be like a smaller waterfall about an hour in, but we're going to try and do the grand waterfall, which is a bit further away. But
we've got our swimmers packed.
Yep, we've got our swimmers ready for a bit of a cool off. Hopefully it's not too hot, but hot enough so we can go for a swim.
Yeah.
But first stop, breakfast. So to get here we got a grand taxi. It should normally cost about 25 dirhams each, but because we had to wait on one person, we were like, we'll pay for the extra seat. So we ended up paying 30 dirhams each for 5 people in the grand taxi, which isn't a bad price.
No, for a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, but you just get dropped at a little car park, then you have to walk along the road, and we should see a dam. And I think on the left, if you go left at the path, it's to the waterfalls, and if you go to the right, it's God's Bridge, which is like a natural rock formation that creates a bridge. But today we're doing the waterfall, which should be good.
So we've just arrived in Akchour. It is absolutely stunning. We are in the middle of the mountains and it is just beautiful everywhere. So we've got about a 6-kilometre hike now to the waterfalls. Matt's just run off back to the taxi as he left his hat in there again. And if you don't know, we have an ongoing joke that Nat always leaves his hat. He always leaves it. He's already had to buy one new hat on this trip, so let's hope he makes it in time. And he's back.
Hello.
He didn't make it.
No. They said they would try and call him to bring it back, but I think I have to get it after the hike. It's going to be a hot hike. We even made a joke yesterday saying I haven't gone on a holiday yet, that I haven't lost a hat. So it's the 3rd hat.
So when you reach this dam, you want to turn left to the waterfall, or right if you want to go to God's Bridge, which is about a 45-minute hike that way, or an hour or to 2 hours left to the waterfalls.
Let's go that way. Akchour. This way. So as you walk along the path, you get lots of like mini waterfalls like this, and it's just really hard not to jump in and swim in them. But we've got our eyes on the big prize all the way in like 2 hours time. We've got our guides. Got a little walk stop for them. Onwards. So we've just passed Petite Cascade, which is the first like milestone on the trip. It's about just under halfway, but this is where a lot of people stop and just relax at this one. But there's a lot of like cafes and stuff around, so if you need a drink or food, you can definitely get served. It only took us just over half an hour to get to the small one, so we're making quite good time at the moment. I feel like I should stand away for this section. That is not fun. This hike is really picturesque, just following the river through the trees and jungles. It's quite shaded, luckily, so you don't get too hot. You do occasionally go like up and down hills, so you peek through the canopy, but mostly it's in shade, which is quite nice. It's really tranquil just walking next to the river, seeing all the mini waterfalls in preparation for the big one. But definitely recommend doing this hike. Another thing to note is once you get past the small waterfall, there's a lot less cafes and little shops to buy water and food, so just something to be aware of if you are doing this hike. But it's quite self-explanatory, just follow the path and you can't really get lost. There's not many ways to veer off path.
So we are almost there.
So we've just completed the hour-and-a-half hike to the big waterfall. It's dried up. Not what we wanted, but kind of expected it in the middle of summer. Don't quite know what to do. Might go for a little paddle and then head back to one of the smaller ones, but it's quite disappointing in the end. Something to bear in mind if you're coming in the middle of summer. You can see the line where the water normally comes up to. This is what happens when you feed the strays.
Cause you are still on my mind. Wasted and lonely's a bad combination. Can you say you miss me too? Cause I think I'm still in love with you.
You won't follow us anymore. That's it.
I think it's hard to say that we're not disappointed. We were quite looking forward to like going for a swim and playing in the waterfall and getting some nice photos, but these things happen. So we're just gonna head back down the river, hopefully try and find another place to cool off, but just gonna have to see what happens. Not exactly how we planned today, but not much goes to plan while travelling. Kind of have to improvise and make do. The one silver lining to this whole hike is that we still get amazing views the whole way. So, bit of a consolation.
No. I want to swim. I don't care about the view. I came here to swim.
Reckon doesn't agree.
No.
We're still on my mind. Wasted and lonely's a bad combination.
So we've walked a little bit further back than the little waterfall, which is just up that way somewhere. But we decided to stop here. There's some nice waterfalls, some nice steep pools for us to swim in. So I can't wait to jump in now.
Definitely need to cool off.
Just got this sketchy staircase to go.
Yep.
Oh, that's cold. Does it look grateful?
As always. Did it look elegant?
No. I'm not glum bum anymore. So we've just had a lot of fun jumping off the rocks into the water. It is beautiful here, so we're having a really good afternoon.
Less sad now we didn't go to the big one.
A little bit.
Makes up for it.
And actually it's not as busy as I thought it'd be. I think because there's so many little pools along the way, people just kind of stop wherever, and there's about 3 different groups of people here, including us, on this little section. So it's really nice, it's really peaceful, and having a lot of fun.
So we're just heading back to the Grand Taxi after a really nice day. It was really refreshing cooling off in that water, but it's about 5 o'clock now, so we're heading back, ready for some dinner. But if you're here, definitely recommend coming and doing it. I think it's been one of my favourite days so far in the whole of Morocco. Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. It was so much fun, and it was actually so much quieter than we expected.
Yeah.
The closer you got to the car park, the busier it was.
Yeah.
So if you walk for, must have only been about 20 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You can get away from most of the people.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
If you come in like spring or autumn or something, send us a photo of what the actual waterfall looks like, because I'm quite intrigued.
And we'll be a bit jealous.
Yeah.
But had the most amazing day.
Yeah. Wouldn't change it.
No, not at all. He's got it back.
You have to wait here for like 10 minutes to get it back because the taxi driver had it the whole time. He's been driving around with it all day, but relieved to finally have had it. But it was a very interesting journey home. It was boiling hot, crammed into like a 17-seater minibus with 20 people in. Some people sat on like little plastic stools and RC water coffee spoons that kept on rocking a lot, and it was absolutely boiling. We were dripping with sweat. It was lovely. But now we're just going to have a nice meal and head back and probably watch sunset tonight again. Should be nice.